Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on my Halloween spooky French tip nails that I did, and the colors we're using are Bone Daddy from Miss Raven and TS35 from Sparkle & Co. So right now we're going to get into our Bone Daddy color, and this is going to be the base for our French tips, and it also glows, so I'm super excited. If you guys want to see more manis that I've done using Miss Raven products, head to my Instagram and check out my highlighted section labeled Miss Raven. I have most of my manis that I've done using her products in that, but there are some hidden gems on my feed if you want to look for those. I will be leaving her shop in my description box, so you guys can check her out as well. So in a second, I'm going to take my manicure brush and just wipe off all that extra dip powder. If you don't know why I use a manicure brush, I use a manicure brush because it's stiffer and it's a lot easier to get that dip powder off, and it does make your layers more thin, which I love. But I will say that if you haven't switched to a manicure brush, I really think you should. I waited way too long to switch, and now that I have, I can't imagine using anything else. So definitely switch if you haven't already. Now that we're done with our base, we're going to go in with our Sparkle & Co. TS35, and this is going to be the color we're using for our tips. The clear I'm using is Revel's Vivian. So for French tips, I like to use quite a bit of base. This will help make sure that the liquid doesn't dry up before I get to dip it in the clear. I want to mention too that when you guys are done dipping your tip into the powder, make sure that you have your nail at a downward angle so that when you tap off the powder, it doesn't ruin that smile line that you just made. I hope that this video will inspire you guys to try out French tips using dip powder. I know it looks a little scary, but it's actually pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, you'll just fly through it. The one thing that's a little bit hard is trying to find the right length that you want to go to. It's kind of hard figuring out what's going to look best. I know some girls like super small smile lines. Me personally, I like pretty big ones. I know my mom likes smaller tips, so I usually do small for her, but it's really just figuring out what works for you, and once you get that down, you'll be set. It's pretty easy. I never really thought I would be a French tip kind of girl, but after doing my own nails for a while, I decided to take the plunge with my birthday nails, and I did Revel's Flip-In, and those were some of my favorite nails I've ever done. I just really like the look of tips. I think they're so classy and cute. They're like little throwback vibes too, so I'm all about the throwbacks, you guys know that. This is what our tips are looking like after one application, and now we're going to go in with our second. Sometimes I like to let my finger just sit in there for a second just so that that powder can soak up into that liquid. I'm not sure if it really does anything, but I like to do it. It's just a little trick I do. So now we're all finished with our French dip part, and we are going to be encapsulating in clear. I always recommend encapsulating your designs in clear. I will say I probably should have capped them twice, because I did notice that when I went to file and buff that I did end up filing a little too much and some of the color came off. So keep that in mind. If you are a crazy buffer and filer like I am, maybe do 2 coats of clear just to make sure you don't hurt any of that color. Taking our Sparkle & Co. Solidify and just apply as much as you want. I tend to go a little crazy, and this is going to stay on our nails for 2 minutes, and then we're going to get into file and buffing. Now we're going to be taking our 100-180 grit Beauty Secrets files. If you're wondering where you can purchase these, I buy them from Sally's Beauty Supply. I'm actually only going to be showing you me filing 2 of my nails. Unfortunately, I wasn't in view the whole time, so we just gotta use what we got. Okay, and here's what our nails are looking like now, and we're gonna get back into our solidify and solidify one more time for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna get into our top coat. I'm gonna take this paper towel and we're gonna wipe off any extra activators so that when we go to apply our top coat, it won't get hard. As always, we're going to be using our 2.0 top coat from Sparkle & Co. And if you guys haven't tried this top coat yet, I highly suggest doing so. It is hands down my favorite top coat I've ever tried. The shine is like gel, the brush doesn't get hard, It's just really easy to use, it's self-leveling, I hardly ever get bubbles. And if you guys are interested in checking this top coat out, I do have a coupon code with Sparkle & Co. I'll leave it in my description box. It's non-commission and it's just a little thank you guys for being my supporters. Now we're gonna get into the fun part, and that is our little spooky eye nail gel. And the color that we're using is SG142 from Sparkle & Co. And these and self gel pots. I didn't have a regular white, I lost it, so I'm using this gel from Sparkle & Co. It's a little bit more transparent than I was looking for, but I think it turned out really cute anyways. Right now I'm just taking my dotting tool and I'm making little dots for the eyes. This is going to be the base. We're going to cure it in a second, and then we're going to do one more layer of this, and then we'll move on to the purple and the black. Also, if you're wondering, I am curing these for 60 seconds each. Now we're going to get into our purple color, and if I'm being honest with you guys, I really don't recommend these gel pots. I've used them a few times before because they're the only thing I have, but they're just way too thick. You can hardly even do designs with them, so if you guys know of any good gel kits that have some good colors in them, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to check them out. Here's what our spooky nails look like right now. We're going to top coat this really quick with this Azure gel top coat, and then we're going to be done. You guys made it to the end of the video. Congrats. I'll see you next time. Peace.